Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and watching Cooper's Thai Adventures with myself, Cooper, and Mr. Brooke Schneider. Welcome back, Mr. Brooke Schneider. Always a pleasure to have you with us. And I got some feedback on our last live stream saying, try putting the mics a little bit further away from your mouth, and that way you won't get the reverb sound come on there. So we moved the mics away a bit further away from our mouth. Let us know how the sound quality comes through, if it's making a difference. And also, if need be, I can turn the equalizer down a little bit on our Tascam system that we have here for the condenser microphones. So before we get into today's topic about why choose Thailand for retirement, we're going to say our usual hellos and then get straight into the topic once we get a few more people online.
Alfa Romeo, good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and the Coopersville crew. Hope everyone is well and prepping for the holiday season. Looking forward to another enjoyable show. Isn't Alpha nice?
He is. Great guy, Romeo. Be here very soon.
Malcolm Hawkins, good day, Team Coops down at the party, Wombats with John and Katea.
And enjoy the party.
Malcolm Hawkins again with the Malacca. Oh, that's Johnny from Australia.
Johnny from Australia, welcome.
Alfa Romeo, good news is my tuk-tuk driver installed snow tires and booked for my departure. Yeah, he sends me a picture. It's snow on his front lawn, and he's got two little tuk-tuk things sitting there pointing to Thailand.
So is the tuk-tuk driver going to pick him up in Canada?
I don't know.
Take him to the airport?
Alfa Romeo again. T-minus 6 days with 3 people counting. Me, myself, and I. Yep.
Yeah, not long. 6 more days. See you soon, Alpha.
Alpha again. Mal, I can't wait to join and be part of the Team Malaccas. Roger Walker. Good evening, Darlene, Coop, and Brooke. Everyone watching from Jumpton Beach Road. By the way, is your condo the one with the light display?
Nope, ours is behind that one. So that is a tower that you're talking about with all the rainbow colors flashing up and down next to the Riviera. Okay, no, that is the Dusit Grand. We're in Dusit Condo.
Okay.
So that one is Dusit Grand, and we're in Grand Dusit. What was it? Dusit Grand Part 2. Yeah. So.
Greg Smits, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Greg. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Philip Hunt, good day, Team CBD.
And thank you, Philip.
Heath McDaniel, good morning, evening, watching from Southeast Tennessee with a 19 degrees Fahrenheit feel. Feels like that of 11.
Wow.
Oh, geez, that's cold.
I don't miss it.
Dr. Carlo, good day to see you all. Good to see you all.
Good to see you too, Dr. Carlo. Thank you for coming back with us. Been a while, long time no see, brother.
J.E. Washington, good day from Nashville, Tennessee. 6 months and counting until the wife and I will be boots on the ground.
Not long, brother. Not long at all.
That'll be
looking forward to meeting you.
Live and live and learn with Mike. Hi, DJ Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
And hello, Mike.
Rodney, good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke. Another great day.
Thank you, Rodney. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Every day is great here. Ford Dog, good evening, Mr. Coop, Mr. Schneider, watching in West Virginia. 37 days and counting. 103K on the Bitcoin to the moon.
Yeah, Bitcoin hit an all-time high now. I think it hit 104 for a blip of a second. Then went down to 92. And then from 92 all the way back up to 102. And now sitting at 99,500. So it's hanging in there. It's hanging in there. Next wall to get through, I think, is probably 110, 120, somewhere around there.
Yeah, well, yeah, 110 will be a wall. Live and learn with Mike. 25 more days. Thailand, here I come.
Not long now, Mike.
Just a few itching at the bit here.
Yeah, see you at
Black Ops, Big Al, evening, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
And thank you, Al, for coming on and joining us. Always a pleasure, brother.
Essen Toll. Hi, Cooper and Brooke. Finally able to watch you guys go live. Just came back from hard day's work. Forgot Darlene too. Well, Darlene.
And thank you, Essen Toll, for coming on and joining us. Now, a bit of announcement. Darlene is in the Philippines with Jackie. So you and I are doing the old single thing again. Cleaning the house, doing our own laundry, cooking our own food, doing the dishes, vacuuming. I vacuumed before you came over, and all that good stuff. So Darlene is watching from the Philippines and still our channel moderator. And one more say hello, and then we'll get into today's topic.
Venture Cast, howdy from Houston, Texas. It's a balmy 42 degrees here. That's nippy. 30 days till I'm back in Pattaya, applying for my retirement visa. Well done, Venture.
Yeah, well done, Venture. And my sister is just down the road from you. She's in Austin. So the capital of Texas is Austin. A lot of people think it's Houston or Dallas. It's not. It's Austin.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So she's there. My mom's currently visiting her and then flying back tonight, Texas time. So let's get started into today's topic. And both Brooke and I have been in several countries in Asia. And we both lived in the Philippines. I lived there for 18 months. You lived there for around about a year. And then I've traveled around Asia. We've gone to Laos. I've gone to Vietnam. I've gone to Malaysia. I've gone all down to Bali.
Singapore.
And sorry, not Malaysia, Singapore and Bali. And one thing I've learned in all my travels through Asia, you can't beat Thailand. Now, you'll hear from a lot of YouTubers in the Philippines how great it is. And that, the infrastructure is fantastic. Well, it is when you're sitting at home. You'll have high-speed internet if you connect to it and if you can get it. You waited a year and you couldn't get it. I got it within my first 3 months, but they said no more on the housing complex, so you never did get it, your high-speed internet. And I was on the phone with Darlene today, and she was in Santa Rosa going to S&R. It's like a Costco over there to get some things there that she can't get here, Filipino things. And anyways, we're on the phone trying to talk to each other. And I'm going to just show you how bad it is. And this is a major place, Santa Rosa. A lot of foreigners live there. And I'm just going to show you on the phone exactly how bad it was during our phone conversation. It was absolutely diabolical. And I'll just make sure and turn the volume up so you guys can see this for yourself, because this is something they don't tell you. And this is only a 25-second clip, folks. Here you go.
The quality is terrible in the Philippines. That is really, really bad. The cell service is terrible. You just break it up and now the 12 drops.
That's it. And the call dropped. And she's in a major area in the Philippines, Santa Rosa. You know, it's a big place. A lot of rich people live there. So it's a prominent location. You know, the average house price in one of the gated communities there is about $400,000 to $500,000. $100,000 goes all the way up to $5 million, $10 million.
Oh.
So it's not for the cheap people.
Nope.
And in an affluent area like that, that's the signal. That is how good the internet is in the Philippines. You cannot have a conversation. She has to wait till she goes home to tell me, by the way, I didn't know whether you wanted me to buy this for you, whether you needed it or not. She was trying to ask me a question, and we couldn't have a phone call. You know,
do a text message.
Yeah. It came up on her phone as H+. So you got 5G, 4G, and 3G, and then the next one is H+, and then H, and then E. Oh. So if you're wondering how they go, that's how they go. She had H+, and when she did a speed test, it was 3 meg.
Oh.
3.
Well, I got a buddy, Jeff, in BGC City, which I think is part of Manila, like a suburb. And he likes it there, but it's one of the most expensive. Mainly it's all expats, and it's kind of like a westernized, but everything's triple what it is here there. You know, your coffees are more, your food's more. His rent's, I think, over $1,000 a month for, 1 bedroom. So yeah, but he likes it. So
I see the attraction with the Philippines, and that it's a lot of people speak English there.
Yeah.
Whereas in Thailand, a lot of people don't speak English if you're outside of the retirement areas. So, for example, Here in Jomtien and Pattaya, a lot of Thai speak English because they're predominantly dealing with foreigners. Hua Hin, a lot of people speak English over there. Chiang Mai up in the north, a lot of people speak English over there too. And then Phuket. You get outside those areas, like go to Udon Thani, the fourth largest city in Thailand. Khon Kaen, forget it. Nobody speaks English.
Oh, wow.
You're struggling. You are struggling like
Google
mad.
Translate.
So I see the attraction with the Philippines that a lot of them speak English. But that's the only attraction I could find there.
I heard the traffic was worse than ever.
Darlene says it's terrible. It's
Yeah.
gotten even worse than what it was before.
Yeah.
You know, they sat in a traffic jam for over an hour just waiting to get on the toll road. It was that bad
Jeez,
from the airport to go home.
Well, and we met our buddy Chris from, he had just got back from Cebu, and he was thoroughly said he gave it a 2 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like everything, infrastructure was bad, food was bad, but oh well, maybe he was just in the wrong area. But.
Yeah. And what Darlene did was she was told by several people that if you get the AIS roaming, you tend to get a better, stronger signal in the Philippines.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, she did that before she left the airport.
So did Jackie.
That's how good it was.
Well, maybe that's better than what they would have got there.
Yeah. So, and then I've had subscribers gone over to Vietnam, and they all come back and tell me the same story. Vietnam's a beautiful place up northern Vietnam. It's very cheap, like Thailand. It's nice, beautiful beaches, again, like Thailand. However, the dating scene is very difficult. To date a girl up there, you have to meet her parents and get their blessing. It's that old-fashioned. I've had several subscribers go there and say, hey, man, I couldn't have a relationship with any of the girls over there, you know, and unless you're going to go to a ladies' establishment of the night, I'll put it that way, keep it PG, you've got a very, very difficult time in finding a good woman to settle down with. And they've come back to Thailand. Laos. Laos was your favorite.
Yeah, don't go to Laos.
We spent 2 days in Laos to do a visa run. And oh my God, there was nothing. There was no public transport whatsoever, was there?
Everybody's scamming you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no infrastructure, subsistence farming.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed that on the bus ride, you know, geez, little plots of land and, you know, still using.
I didn't even find a corner
horses.
shop or anything, did you?
No, there's nothing there.
Nothing. Yeah, it was
Shit
just
hole.
very, very run down. Yeah. And then over at Bali. Bali was nice and beautiful place, but I think we timed it wrong and got there at the hottest time of the year. It felt like 130 degrees. We were absolutely sweltering, looking for anywhere with aircon, and we couldn't find
Oh,
it.
look, honey, there's a KFC. Let's go there.
Yeah, went in there, and they don't turn the aircon on. So you can go sit on the balcony under an umbrella.
Oh, wow.
So we did, because it was actually cooler under the umbrella than it was in the KFC with all the, you know, ovens and whatnot going for the chicken. And so I understand the attraction for Thailand. I really do. I understand why so many people want to come here. It's the modernity of it all, the cheapness of it all, that you can stay in a, you know, 4-star
Affordability.
condominium complex,
Yeah.
1-bedroom condo, you know, for $400 a month, like where we live here at Dusit Grand Park too. You know, super, super cheap.
Yep.
You know, you don't pay for parking. The phone signal is 5G no matter where you go out throughout the country. We took a driving trip all the way down to southern Thailand to Krabi. And our
Always had a signal.
always had 5G the whole trip, even in the most rural parts where there wasn't a town for 30 kilometers, 30 miles, you know, thereabouts. We always saw was 5G towers.
Yeah.
It was like every couple hundred yards, couple hundred meters, there was a 5G tower. So absolutely fantastic.
Very good infrastructure in Thailand. Guys.
So let us know your reasons why you want to come here and retire in Thailand. I'd like to hear it from you all. And those that are you here in Thailand, let me know. Any regrets? or anything that you would change about Thailand. Let's have an open discussion about that today in today's topic.
Esanto, when is high season? Which month to which?
November to the end of April
Is
is high season. So if you're coming during that time, you're going to expect to pay at minimum 30% more to 50% more for accommodation.
Yeah.
So if you are going to come in that time and retire, rent it until low season starts, which is the 1st of May, and then get a heck of a deal.
Yep. There's still openings. You just have to be in the right place at the right time, I think. They're pushing these 1-year contracts, 6 month or 1 year. You know, there's not a lot of people interested in the 1 month. But, you know, if you're in the right place, the right time, you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
John P., you guys figured out the formula. Find a good Filipina and take her to Thailand. Best of both worlds. He's got that right. That's a smart man, that John.
That is the winning
He's been
formula.
paying attention.
Go to the Philippines, find a good woman.
Yeah.
Take her out the country, bring her over here. You can put her on a student visa for 1 year.
Education visa, whatever.
Education visa, student visa, same difference. And try it. See how it works. See if she likes it here and see how you two fit together. That's what I would recommend.
Yeah.
I really would.
If she's around other Filipinas, she'll fit right in.
Oh, yeah. And we got plenty of them here.
They get laughing and carrying on and teeing and
we got loads here.
Yeah.
And then I have a first shout out to give to Frank Wheeler, who bought us a coffee and says, "Good day, Cooper and Darlene and Brooke. You guys are awesome. Me and my wife, Christina, are in the process of selling everything that we own so we can retire to Thailand." Thank you, Frank Wheeler. You sent it to me 2 days ago after our last live stream, so I'll give you a shout out on today's live stream.
Frankie,
Thank you so much.
Take a bit of that and buy some Bitcoin, Frankie. You'll be
Yes,
happy.
definitely.
And don't forget a shout out to Joe. Joe bought 10 coffees.
He did.
Yeah,
Joe
he couldn't
bought
do
2
the
coffees.
button, but
He's a subscriber of ours that just moved into Dusit, and he gave it to me in cash and said, "Here you go. Here's 2,000 baht for 10 coffees." I couldn't figure out how to get it to work on my phone.
yeah,
He's not very technical
what
savvy.
a guy! Like,
But
you know,
thank you, Joe, and it was a pleasure meeting you in person.
Joe's from England.
Yeah.
Philip Hunt, is it difficult to get motorbike license in Thailand? I do not have an Australian license.
No, it's not difficult, and it'll take you about a week.
Now he'd be a new driver.
Yes.
Okay.
So he'd be starting from scratch. He can go to the driving school at
About
the
a
local DMV here. Takes about a week. They have their own little track there that they go around with stop signs, little hills, and you know, round bends and a bridge that you go over, and you do all the lessons there.
Now, if you're coming and you don't have a motorcycle endorsement on your license, you'll have to apply for that here and go through the course. But if you're coming here with a driver's license that has a motorcycle endorsement on it, then you get the 2 licenses here.
Yeah. Which is car and motorbike.
Car and motorbike. Yep. Peter Ward, I've lived in Cambodia and Thailand. Thailand wins for me, but the visa requirements are a lot more stricter. In Thailand, they're stricter. Well,
in Thailand. That's
I use an agent Sing, so I got no complaints.
I use Sing too, and I had absolutely 0 issues. Yeah.
A lot of people do their own, so you can do either way.
Yeah.
Steve Dice, I love Thailand. Did not realize the smog problem would be bad, and it's not yet burning season. My throat hurts. Wow. Look at online pollution map. The whole country is smog covered. I'm in PKK area.
Phuket.
Where's that? Phuket. Okay.
Yeah. Phuket does get it bad. And so does Chiang Mai, and so does Bangkok. But right here where we are in Jomtien, it's like a cove. It's an inlet. So we miss a lot of the bad weather. It tends to go around us. You'll see the smog out at sea over the far islands. But I don't see it here. I don't notice it here. I did have one subscriber came, and he came from retiring in South America, wanted to come to Thailand and retire here with his wife. And he was asthmatic, and it played on him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bothering anybody else. Nobody noticed it. But I suppose if you're asthmatic, then something like that, you're going to feel it more than anybody else.
Probably, yeah.
Because I didn't notice at the time. He said it was bad for him. He said he couldn't go outside for a week, and that turned him off, and he wanted to go back to South America, which they did. But I never noticed anything. The only time I ever noticed any of the smog from the burning season was out over the islands when I'm at the beach and I look out like 5 miles in the distance. You could see the smog way out there, but I didn't ever see any here.
No, I can't say I've seen it.
Yeah. So, Steve, go. When you look on that map, the pollution map for Thailand, have a look at Jomtien and see how it is.
David Lugo, hello, Cooper and Brooke. The condos are wonderful. I'm really considering a 2-bedroom house, but most of the houses you show are for sale. Please show some houses that are for rent. Thank you.
I have, David. I've sold several for rent. And I'm currently in talks with another agent. And Brooke and I went to go speak to them personally to help another friend of ours, Alpha Romeo. I'll put his name out. And they have pool villas and 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms out on the dark side. So that's something that we're going to be looking into doing next year after our leases are up here in May. So we'll be looking at that as a possibility, David. So I will be going out and looking at several properties with them. Closer to the time, they said come see us about 2 months before. So about March, and I'll be more than happy to film them and put them on the channel. Yeah, so has some rental possibilities for you all.
Joe was mentioning about a villa, even for him. You know, he's a single guy, probably go a 2-bedroom. He said he didn't need a pool, but he loves to barbecue. And
I do.
He just wanted a villa with a barbecue that he could cook every day outside. So
that's one thing I miss more than anything else is barbecuing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the villa price-wise, guys, I think probably starting at around 25 without a pool, 30, 35.
20. You can get it for 20 for a 2-bedroom.
Well, that's even better.
3-bedroom would be 25.
Yeah, and then a pool, you're probably starting at 30, 35.
30 to 35 start, yeah.
And from there on up, depending how fancy you go in the area and everything.
Yeah.
Steve Dice, I love Thailand. It's December in Phuket and did not know smog would be this bad. It's not burning season. My throat burns. Check out the online pollution map. Entire country is smog covered.
Not here in Jomtien, buddy. Not
No,
here.
we're good here.
Ask my subscribers in the comments, and they'll tell you that are here in Jomtien. We got no smog.
No, doesn't seem to be.
Misses us.
Alpha Romeo, hello, Darlene and Jackie. I'm looking forward to seeing both of you soon. Enjoy your time in the Philippines.
And thank you for that, Alpha.
Kent Atchison, sorry. Philip contacted me. I'll give you information for your MB license, motorbike.
Yeah.
Vincent, hey guys, how would you compare top European retirement countries like Portugal, Spain, Italy, etc., with Thailand? Have you ever considered South America?
I have subscribers that are currently retired in Europe. In Portugal, I got a American guy and his wife and 2 kids. They actually came over here for a month's trial.
Yep.
Absolutely loved it. They said Portugal's become too expensive.
Yeah.
It's, the inflation has gone up by about 40%, they reckon. And they're looking to sell their house that they bought in Portugal and buy one here.
He'd been going there for years.
Yeah.
In fact, it was almost close to applying for residency.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think after his visit here, he realized, oh my God, yeah, this is
How
way
much
better,
you could save.
way more affordable. And I, as far as Spain and Italy, I don't think they're as affordable by any means.
It's EU, so the high prices.
Yeah. So now South America, I think there is parts down there, whether it's Peru or Ecuador, that is affordable, but you have different issues then. Like, I don't know about infrastructure, how good it is, healthcare, affordability obviously is a big thing. So, and then language.
And then crime.
True.
Down in South America, you got a lot more crime than you do here in Thailand. And I take all that into consideration when I chose Thailand for my retirement destination.
Sure.
I looked at the crime levels, and it's like, 1/30th of the crime here in Thailand than there is in the Philippines.
Yeah.
1/80th of what it is in New York City. So it's very low down the crime ladder. Petty crime is the major crime here. Gun violence, stabbings, very, very, very rare. New York, that's a daily event.
Yeah.
So that I think about as well as, because Darlene's got 2 kids, and I have to think of the type of environment we want to bring them up in. And I want them to feel safe. We have a lot of female subscribers that have come here to Thailand and joined us here, and they're loving it. They're the single females, and the retired age. They've come out here, and they said they don't get threatened, they don't get harassed, nobody bugs them. They can walk the streets at night, safely going to the market and back to their condominium complex, and they find it perfectly safe. It's a breath of fresh air is what I get told by our female subscribers, and those that have wives over here too. We have a lot of subscribers with wives. You and our wives go to the market at night and walk back by themselves. Darlene's never said she's ever had a problem, not once. Has Jackie?
Nope, never. I would, there's lots of YouTube videos on various countries for inexpensive retirement compared to the West. So, behooves you to do your research and check them out. Albania is one that's not mentioned. I watched a few videos on that. Language issue, it is a little more expensive, but of Europe, it's one of the least expensive. So if you're looking for that European lifestyle. But all in all, do your research, and I think you'll see Thailand comes top of the list in most of the categories. So,
Now, if I were to compare Asia, having traveled around most of Asia now, I would say the Philippines would be the #1 country for politeness. I would say friendliness. Let me rephrase that. Friendliness. The Philippine people are extremely friendly. And the Thai people are very polite people. I give them the politest nation on earth. Always smiling at the Thai people. I like that. Whereas the Philippine people are the friendliest.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 awards that I would give to both countries.
I tell people that, hey, if they're asking about Philippines, I tell them what, the facts are in my mind. But I always say, go there, make your own call, make your own decision.
Yeah.
Some people are still there and loving it there. Obviously, their situation's, suitable. So
yeah, and
but there's a lot more that came here and said, "Oh my God, thank God."
And it's a shame because the Filipino people are lovely people.
Yeah,
Darlene's family, I love all of them to bits. Great family, great family. Her brother always makes me laugh.
Yeah,
always makes me laugh. He's got a little daughter, Allie, 6 years old, little sweetheart. Always smiling. Uncle Cooper, she calls me. But no, they're so friendly people. And it's a shame because the problem in the Philippines isn't the people, it's the government.
Oh, yeah, like most places.
Okay, give you a prime example. This is what's happening in the Philippines this week, folks, in the news. The president of the Philippines, Bongbong Marcos, who's the president of the Philippines, has a vice president, and that vice president is Sara Duterte. Now, her father used to be president, and he did his term, and he stepped down. But she was mayor or governor of Davao. And I can remember in the news a couple years ago, she was in the street, and it was being filmed by reporters, and there was a construction crew doing some sort of work. Well, she had an argument with the foreman of the construction crew, and then just went up to him and punched him straight in the face. Filmed on the news. No charges were ever pressed against her. None. Not one. She got away with it scot-free.
She was saying hello.
Yeah. And then just this week in the news, she's been on the news threatening to kill Bongbong Marcos, the president, and he's been on the news, threatening to kill her. So that is the Philippines for you. I dare any YouTuber to put that out on YouTube. But no, it's lovely people, great country, let down by the governments, the bureaucracy, the red tape.
Infrastructure is nowhere near as good.
The government tends to rob the people of the money they get for the taxes and doesn't do anything that they say they're going to do.
No.
And that's the shame about the
Now,
Philippines.
Don't kid yourself. There is money in the Philippines.
Oh, there's a lot of money.
Like, you've got the super wealthy and the super poor. I would say you don't have a big middle class by any means. So, but
And I've got 2 shout outs to give. First one to Ernie, bought 3 coffees and says, love your live streams and all the great information. Thanks. Thank you, Ernie. God bless you, brother. And the second shout out goes to Rigor Mortis, who bought us 3 coffees and says, thank you for everything you do. God bless you, Rigor Mortis. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. And if you're wondering how they do it, right over here at this banner, that's the Buy Me a Coffee banner. You use your cell phone, your camera, and it'll take you directly to our Buy Me a Coffee page.
Wow.
So thank you for everybody that donates and helps the channel. It is really appreciated.
Philip Hunt, thanks, Kent. I'm coming to Thailand in April. Okay.
There you go. Great time to come.
Fred Quinn, hello, gentlemen. Thailand wins. In the low season, if I wanted to spend 2 months at either the Riviera or Copacabana, what is the best way to find the best selection of available condos?
In low season, you're not going to have a problem, Fred.
Yeah.
Because 70% of the rooms there are going to be vacant. That's my best guess. Somewhere between 60 and 70% of the rooms there are going to be vacant in all 4 of the Rivieras and the Copacabana as well. You're really not going to have a problem. Any agent worth their stone will be able to find you a room there.
I would say, Freddie, yeah, you might even want to book a couple nights in a local hotel and then
look at both. See which one you like
boots on the ground, go into both, make your call, and you know, you can have 2 condos in the same building, and one's a little furniture is rough and the other, and the other is spotless. You know, you'll know that when you see it. So yeah.
But you're going to find a abundance of availability here
in both.
And the best way to do it, Fred, is do a year contract. And the reason I say,
you want to spend 2 months, he says.
Okay, if he's only here for 2 months, that's fine. But if you were going to retire here, I'd recommend doing a year contract.
Absolutely.
When you start the contract, you're in low season. When you end it, you're in low season.
Yep.
So you're at a fantastic time to find somewhere else to live.
Wow, you're a Sharpie.
Yeah, and you keep the prices down low. 103 people online. Please
All
hit the
right,
thumbs up.
Katie Washington. Decreased cost of living, accessibility of healthcare, and the overwhelming infrastructure. I think it's referring to Philippines.
No, Thailand. Because I
Okay.
asked, why do you guys want to live in Thailand?
Okay.
And there you go, Mr. Washington. Spot on. Yeah, decreased cost of living, accessibility of healthcare.
Which is
Healthcare
great.
here is fantastic.
Way better than the Philippines.
10 to 20% the cost of what it is in the U.S.
Yep.
So extremely cheap, and the infrastructure is
And
fantastic.
state-of-the-art facilities.
Yes.
Like, I mean, they got brand new equipment everywhere. At least the Bangkok does. Yeah. Ernest Jones. Hello, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke. Love the great info. See you in May 2025, just around the corner.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Low season.
Ernest,
Yeah, that's
start
what
of
we
low
got here.
season. Fantastic time to come. Smart man.
S and Toe, expats nowadays now looking at just cost of living, as well as the quality of living. True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at both the cost of living and the quality. And for me, Thailand just ticked all the boxes. Is there anything I would change about Thailand that I would like to see here? Yeah, I'd love to see a Costco. That would be something fantastic. The Philippines got Thailand beat on that. They have SNR, which is like Costco, like our macro that we have here, but it's got a lot of Western products in
They
here.
got 2 of them. What's the one beside it they were building?
Landers.
Landers. Yeah.
Landers and Costco.
Kind of competition there.
Yeah, both good for expats.
Yep.
And I wish they had something similar here. Yeah. I would love to see Costco come over to Thailand, or I'd like to see SNR or Landers come here to Thailand.
They would do well here, so I don't know why they're not here, but macro is about as close as you get to a Costco.
But it doesn't have a lot of American supplies.
No, and the
or Western supplies for that matter.
Well, and you remember SNR, they kind of copied Costco. They had the food court.
Yes.
And the food was to die for, and it was cheap over there. It was good.
Yeah.
Well, macro ain't got that, so you know that was interesting. But yeah, there's things they did.
That's one thing I'd love to see here in Thailand.
Yeah.
In the future, who knows? It may happen.
Live and learn with Mike. I like Thailand for great medical foods, transportation, cheap rent, good fishing, sexy women.
Yeah,
there's a few.
I would agree with all of that there. I've never tried the fishing here, Mike. So when you get out here in the first week of January, we'll have to meet up and tell me where it is that you go fishing. I've been wanting to get on a fishing trip. You go on one of the, you know, the deep sea fishing vessels and go out there.
That would
I've missed that.
Yeah, we should almost
I'd like to charter one.
yeah, get a charter. I
group
bet
of
you if
us.
we put it on the group page, there'd be enough guys sign up to, you know.
I think you need 20 people
Oh,
for
okay.
the charters. What
Okay.
James?
Well, that would be fun.
Yeah.
VentureCast. One thing I like is how safe I feel walking around at all hours of the day and night. Only time I've had any issues is with other tourists. True that. Also love the Thai people outlook on life. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going into like the girly bar areas and Pattaya at night, quite possibly you could see a fight.
Drunk expats.
Drunk expats, young expats not able to behave themselves. Here in Jomtien, the retirement community, we have bars here, lots of bars over here at Rumpole Market. I've never seen any trouble at any of them.
No.
I must admit, never once. Seen it in Pattaya quite a few times, but never seen it here.
No.
Yeah.
We used to go, well, I've been out a couple times earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe once every 2 weeks, so I'll go for a few beers with a few of the guys. And it's happy hour, 60 baht. Like
That's great.
That's $1.60 a beer, roughly. And then I think it's about 8 o'clock. What's this? It's 90 baht. Well, happy hour's over. Well, I head home.
Then you're $2 a beer.
Yeah. Mr. Cheapskate, Jiggy, Washington. We were stationed overseas 17 years out of a 25-year career and can't wait to be able to country hop again. There you go.
And that's one thing I like about Asia. Everything's nearby.
Yeah.
All the Asian countries.
Quick flights and they're cheap.
3-hour flight, you're there.
Yep.
You know, it's just super fantastic. You know, and super cheap flights. It's like Southwest Airlines in America, but, you know, 25% of the cost.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and, you know, the girls flew to from Thailand to the Philippines. What was it, $100?
It was pretty cheap.
It
No,
was
a little more than that, probably
$100, you know, so really, really cheap. You couldn't beat it.
$100 each way, probably.
Yeah.
Up from Mayo, my time spent in the Philippines, people are hardworking, good-natured.
Yes.
Beaches are amazing, true. Thailand ticks many more boxes for me. Thailand's the place.
Yeah. And they do have some beautiful beaches there. If you go to Boracay, absolutely amazing island. One of the most cleanest islands I've ever seen. They had a big cleanup there, the Filipinos, and they all got out and gave it a huge cleanup, cleaned out the ocean and all that, and it's fantastic. There are quite a few. Well, Philippines is a chain of islands. I think there's like more than 5,000 islands.
7,000.
Is it 7,000? 7,000 islands in the Philippines. So a lot to choose from. A lot.
China's trying to grab a couple of them, I think. Ernest Jones, can you talk more about the documents someone might want to bring if they are retiring in Thailand?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we can. An example would be banking or tax info, social security, military retirement, proof of income, etc.
Okay. Well, for start, you're not going to need your social security proof or your military retirement proof unless you're associated with the VA. Then you bring a copy of your DD-214, Ernest. I was ex-Army, because we do have a VA clinic about 2 miles away from where we live here. And it's in a place called Pratamak Hill. It's in the middle between Jomtien and Pattaya. And fantastic. So it's not a hospital, it's a clinic, but you can go there. They have a VA doctor on site, and you can get your medication there as well. So super fantastic for those with VA benefits. As far as your banking info, the only thing you're going to need is your banking routing number. You're going to need your bank account number and your IBAN number. Get those from your bank. So that way you can set up transfers to your Thai bank account when you retire here, because they're going to open you a Thai bank account when you get here. The other thing I would bring with me is a copy of my medical record.
True.
I would bring my medical record and a copy of my shot records too. You know, hepatitis, you know, polio vaccination, your tetanus record.
Shot. Yeah, you
all
every
that,
10 years.
bring it with you,
guys.
so that way you can give it to the hospital here, and they can remind you when you're due for your next shots.
Yeah, and maybe bring if you got eyeglasses like I do, bring a copy of your prescription, because they can fill that here without you having to do the test, right? if your eyes haven't changed. Little things like that. Banking info, I would say notify your bank. Let them know you're on an extended vacation. You'll be traveling. So at least they'll see these charges going through and won't lock your account. Tax info, pretty well everybody's online. Like I got my form sent to me, documents like an email. And believe it or not, I had to pull them up. So in Canada, I can go onto the government website, check how much my contribution room is, and, make sure the account's clean. And well, geez, I got locked out. And, so luckily I have the second phone, works anywhere on the planet, T-Mobile. I call in the 1-800 number, so I ain't getting charged. And sure enough, the government website got hacked. So they're just blocking everybody's account that was part of the leak, I guess. Nothing I did wrong, but hey, at least they're being upfront and say, hey, you better, you got to change your password, is what I had to do. And then it worked fine.
Yeah. And going back to the Philippines briefly, the best island, I think, in all of the Philippines has got to be Palawan. If you get a chance, folks, go out there and visit Palawan Island. There's a group of islands out there, and it is the best in all of Asia for scuba diving and snorkeling. Crystal clear water, beautiful fish, beautiful coral reef.
Okay.
It's on my bucket list. So it is one thing I do plan on doing is going to Palawan and going scuba diving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm big into scuba diving. It's one of my number one hobbies.
The last thing, Ernest, on that is bring a prescription with you of your meds. And if, hopefully before that you've researched getting them here, at least bring enough for your whole visit. If you're planning on retiring, see if you can get a year's supply. Most doctors in the West will allow that once they know you're leaving. And lastly, an international driver's permit. That allows you to drive here and gives you time to get your local driver's license. So, yeah, other than that, just land and probably spend a couple days in a local hotel and then get boots on the ground, look for your long-term stay.
And going back to where I said, where it was mentioned about us having the perfect life, having Filipinas over here in Thailand. Why is it perfect? What's wrong with the Thais? Absolutely nothing. The Thais are fantastic women. I got to give it to them. They're equal to Filipinas in every way. The one thing that I like about having a Filipino wife is the English barrier. There isn't one. Darlene speaks fluent English. So does Jackie. So does all the Filipino wives that we've met here. They speak fluent English. You do have Thai women that speak fluent English, but it's not as prominent as it is in the Philippines. But of all our subscribers that have come out here and met Thai women and started relationships, none of them have any regrets. They're all saying they've met fantastic women and they're absolutely elated.
Some of them had to go
they
through
really look after
them to find the right
yeah,
one.
but then those some that have done that are going
had to do that in the Philippines.
Are going through the bar girls. So
yeah, that's
if you're looking for a good woman, stay away from a bar.
Yeah.
You're not going to find one there.
No. Isanto, my contract work in SG ends 2026. SG Singapore.
Maybe.
Yeah, I will be 50 years old. Can I join your community?
Of course you can.
So will we?
We welcome everybody here. It doesn't matter what country you're from, what color your skin is. It doesn't matter. There is no racism in Cooper's Thai Adventure community. Everybody is welcome. We have Russians in our community. We got Ukrainians. We got Americans, Europeans, and we've even got quite a few Canadians.
Canuck. Yeah, there's no age limit, Essen.
Yeah, so everybody is welcome.
Live and learn with Mike. I barbecue here in Michigan, even in the snow. Oh, you gotta love that. But not anymore. Thailand is my winter home until I move. There you go.
Yeah. Plan that retirement, Mike.
Rigor Mortis. Hello, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
Hello, Rigor Mortis. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for the coffees, by the way. Much appreciated.
Hi from Queens, New York. I guess a new tourist tip after a tourist in Phuket this week was electrocuted by touching a street lamp after a rainstorm. Oh, the poor bastard. Someone in press said this happened to them in Bangkok. Wow.
I wouldn't be touching it in a rainstorm. No.
Wrong place, wrong time. And
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It's probably rare, but Dr. Carlo, I retired here in Guatemala 5 years ago.
South America, there you go.
I live in a village, Panajaco, Lake Adeline. Okay. It is perpetual spring here year round. Wow. Today it's 55 degrees and beautiful sunshine. That's interesting.
A little on the cooler side.
A little, yeah, but you get used to it like anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a quality of life. You'd have to see. I need terrific internet. I just want a good condo, and then I'm a happy camper.
Well, the only time I've experienced any part of South America is when we lived in Arizona and California, and I'd gone to Mexico. You know, been to Juarez on the, on the Arizona side.
Yep.
And then down to Tijuana on the California side, south of San Diego. I've never really had a chance to experience South America, but that's all going to change in March because Darlene and I are going on a South American cruise.
True. Starting
from Brazil and then working our way up and just before Florida, hanging a right, going across the transatlantic and over to what's it called?
Portugal.
That's the one. Yeah. So I'll get my first experience of life down there.
I did a lot of cruises in my younger years, and what I liked, and part of the reason I did those was to see these different countries, just in case, hey, did I find one I absolutely love? So,
right.
I was Costa Rica, Panama, a lot of those Belize, and some were interesting, but comparing them to here, obviously I did more research. Thailand's definitely, and for me it was Philippines first because of language, but yeah, it's good to do that. Kent Atchison, okay, get me on Facebook. You can do a few things before you come.
Yeah, get on the Facebook group, which you'll see in the banner down below. It's called Cooper's Thai Adventure Community. We currently have 1,700 members on there.
Good.
It's free to join, but the only catch is you have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel because we want to keep the bad people out. We've had a couple bad apples. We got rid of them by making it for subscribers only. And now everybody on there is just pleasant and nice, not like some of the other Facebook communities here in Thailand where people are arguing, calling each other's names. Why did you make a stupid comment, and things like that? Oh, that's a stupid question. There are no stupid questions, and everybody in the group is there to help each other. So if you want to join the Facebook group, hit the subscribe button to Cooper's Thai Adventure YouTube channel. Go over, because the very first question is, what is your YouTube name? If you don't put it in, we don't accept you, because we can verify on our YouTube analytics that you are actually a subscriber. We get notifications every day of those that subscribe to our channel. So we can verify it with YouTube, and then you're straight into the group, and you've made 1,700 friends instantly. That's how good it is.
Richard Woolley, it's safer to walk around here there at night than it is in most of America.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, true. I believe that.
Very safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that most people don't have guns over here.
I've never seen any. Well, the police do.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I've never seen a police officer pull his gun out.
No.
Ever. And they're very, very friendly when they do stop you. They're not stopping you to harass you. They're stopping you to make sure you're legal. Do you have a driver's license? Are you wearing a helmet? If so, have a nice day, sir. See you later.
Yep.
And they wave you on. It's that simple.
Dennis L., there he is. I haven't noticed any issues with air quality, and I have respiratory issues too. Well, there you go. No, I haven't noticed anything either.
So I haven't. Those with asthma, maybe
they're a little more
prone to things like this. But I haven't really noticed anything with the air quality. I see it out at the ocean during burning season, but I haven't seen the haze this year yet.
No. Dave C., no way. South America, many places not safe at all. Just my opinion.
Yeah. If you're going to live in South America, I hear it is cheap and it is nice and the food is great and the beaches are beautiful. If I was going to live there, I definitely want to be in a gated community.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Carlos, $700 to $1,000 US, and you live very well here. He's talking Guatemala.
Yeah.
Rent, utilities, food inclusive. Okay. Well,
that's about the same here. We have several subscribers that are on $800 to $1,000, and they're surviving here, no problem.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's exactly the same. About the same.
True.
Yeah.
Jay Easy, good evening, gentlemen. It's a no-brainer. Thailand is an excellent, obvious choice once you discover how amazing Thailand is compared to the West. True that.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. May I ask a question? This is Sarina. I see you prefer ladies from the PH, and I respect that. Can you elaborate why? I see Thai and Philippine ladies as pretty much equal. There are good and bad in both countries. True that.
Yeah, and they are pretty much equal. The only difference for me is the language barrier. For me, I wanted my ex-wife from Udon Thani. It took 5 years for her to speak English, and it was still basic English. I still had to use a translator and a dictionary, to talk. And I just like the fact that Filipinos learn English before they ever start school. They're speaking basic English. The family teaches them basic English. They get in kindergarten and all the way up until they graduate high school. They're speaking English in school, which is fantastic. Filipino at home, English at school. And that's the main issue for me. Now, Sarlena, I know your English is absolutely fantastic, and you're one of the rarities here in Thailand. Again, in the retirement areas, a lot more Thai people speak English, which is great. I've met several subscribers that have Filipino Thai girlfriends here, and their English is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've lived in this area and they've been around foreigners the whole life, so they pick it up. You go to some of the rural places in Thailand, nobody speaks English. Nobody. I've been there. I've seen it with my own eyes. But for the women, I would say Filipinos and Thais are equal. They both take care of their men.
Well, you happen to be working. I think part of it, Charlene, is the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Cooper, you were working in Kuwait, I believe it was, and you just happened to meet Darlena, who was an OFW over there, and well, that's how things could have just as easy been a Thai you met. You know what I mean? In my case, I talked to my buddy complaining in Florida, couldn't meet a nice lady in the West, and he says, you got to go to Thailand. I said, I don't know, I'd rather, English speaking. Oh, you go to Philippines then, right? So I started doing the research, and I started actually with a long distance, texting, emails, videos, but after you got there, then, I met Jackie eventually, and hit it right off. Probably different if I had to come to Thailand first. You know what I mean? So there's beautiful people in both countries. So
the women here are fantastic.
Yeah.
The women in the Philippines are fantastic.
Yes,
They're both good.
So I think it's the luck of the draw. Like, where did you start?
Yeah.
We're both good people, met good women, and just happened to be in situations where they were both Filipinos. But William, hello, gents, and not to forget the ladies out there. I won't recommend retirement in Europe. Southern Europe's advantage above the northern countries is the climate. Southwest America, unsafe. Yeah.
Land of Smiles, number one.
Number one.
I agree with you there. Venture Cast is now our newest channel member. He gets the badge right over there next to his name. He pays $2 a month to help support the channel. Thank you, Venture Cast. Very much appreciated.
Hunter Orion. Good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene.
Good morning, Hunter.
Ford Dog, I believe in research, yes, and watching a lot of YouTube, yes, but I think boots on the ground is best, yes. That's why you will see my ugly mug in the pool.
Laughing out loud.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that.
And we did the same. We watched a lot of YouTube videos before we left the Philippines to come to Thailand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I know watching them at your place there, I'm thinking, Jesus, is that true? Like, until you're actually here and see these accommodations for $300, I was paying that in, for a 1-star condo.
Half star.
A half star, yeah, better yet. And you get here and it's like 5-star, and it's the same money.
Yeah.
And you're blown away, and the internet works, and the power works, and oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Do your research. William, hello, Brooke, Cooper, and Darlene, and everyone. I will not recommend anyone retiring here. Yeah, we've done that one, Cooper.
Okay. It's come up twice.
Evan Toe, any news on the upcoming casinos? Pros and cons, comments?
None at the moment. the last we heard, they were going to approve 4 or 5 casinos for Thailand, and Nha Jom Tiem was going to be one of the places that they put it. One of the casinos. I think there was going to be Phuket, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and here. So pros and cons. I like casinos. I like to have a little flutter there every now and then. It's good fun.
Be something different.
Yeah. And the meals in casinos tend to be really, really good.
Okay.
The food, the drinks, the atmosphere. But they did say, Isen, that they're going to charge Thais to go in, but foreigners can go in for free. Mm. Why are they going to do that? Is it discrimination against Thais? I don't know whether I would go as far as to say it's discrimination. The Thai government doesn't want the Thai people to gamble because they fear they'll lose too much money. You know, there's an addiction in Thailand in regards to card playing and gambling here already. And they're cracking down on these basement casinos that are operating illegally around the country. You see it in the news quite often, normally run by foreign gangs, you know, like Chinese or, you know, or several other Asian countries. And, you know, they set up these fake tables and get people gambling in these basement areas. And they crack down and they catch them and, you know, heavy fines, imprisonments, you know, in Thailand with it. They have casinos all over Asia. You know, you go to Laos, there's casinos as soon as you go over the border. Cambodia, same. Malaysia, exactly the same. Philippines, there's lots of casinos. America's thousands of casinos. You know, Europe, same. So casinos are good that they can create jobs for the people, for the locals, i.e. they'll you know, working in the casino, because casinos tend to be hotels as well. So you'll have people, maids in there, cleaners, you'll have pool people, gardeners, you know, all sorts of people that it helps, not just somebody working there, you know, waitresses again. There's just so many jobs that it creates for the locals. I think it'll be fantastic.
Yeah, if it brings in tourist dollars, like expat money, then it's good for the local economy.
So I can see the pros of it, Edson. Let me know your thoughts on it and see what you think. Okay. Bit of feedback. Darlene says our channel's doing a bit of lagging today. I think I need to get in touch with our internet provider. So sorry about that, folks. If there's a little bit of breaking up on the picture quality, my apologies for that. I'll get that internet guy back out here and check our router.
Maybe that's only in the Philippines. Who knows? Yeah. Dennis L., the main thing I would change here is the traffic laws. Guy ran it. Oh, no.
A guy ran into my truck. Yeah.
Oh,
we as foreigners, and I get what you're saying, Dennis. We've had this discussion quite a few times. We're used to driving a different way in the West. Over here, there is no undertaking law, you know, where you can undertake on the left hand on the slow lane. Yeah, on the left hand side here in Thailand, it's perfectly legal.
What you're saying is you can pass on either side.
You can pass on.
You can pass over top if you want.
Exactly. You know, and that's something that you just have to watch out for. Just check your mirrors periodically, you know, constantly actually is what I do. And the people that have the most problems over here are the foreigners because we're not used to driving like this. It takes a bit of time.
Takes the time.
But Dennis is getting a lot better at it. So
you know what I found out the other day is that you know that railway crossing we do at the dark
side?
Yeah, there's a few places like that. So there's no stoplights, there's no yield signs, stop signs. Like you get two kind of main roads, and it's at that railway crossing.
It's a free for all.
Yeah, but the people that have the right of way are the ones that cross the railway tracks.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I did not know that.
No.
I guess there was an accident, it was reported, and then the guy in the wrong was the guy that didn't let the guy cross the railway track. So, bingo, there you go. Venture Cast, questions. In regards to renting a condo apartment, if I want to lease a condo for 6 or 12 months, do I have to be in a long stay visa versus a tourist visa? Is there any other documentation needed?
No, as long as your visa is valid, even if you're here on a tourist visa, they'll still rent it to you for 12 months.
Yeah.
Because you can always do border runs. So you can get 2 months here, extend it for another 30 days inside country, do a border run, you get another 2 months and extend it for another 30 days. They don't care. And then you could always change your visa from a tourist visa to an education visa to a digital nomad visa, retirement visa, elite visa. There's so many different options. And they don't know what your plans are, but they'll still do a 1 year rental for you if that's what you want.
And you're typically going to put down 2 months deposit and your first month up front. So there's 3 months of your money they got. So, you know, they say, yeah, it's up to you. You take, you know, whatever.
It's up to you to take care of your own visa.
Yeah. Greg Smits, Medellin, Colombia has beautiful weather year round, 70s. Wow. That's, I've heard that's nice.
That is nice weather.
I think that used to be a drug.
It goes on to say, I never felt safe in Colombia.
Wow.
The reason I chose Thailand.
And
I hear that a lot about South America. That, you know, but then there's a lot of poverty. Where there's a lot of poverty, there's going to be a lot of crime.
Well, Medellin was a big drug cartel capital.
I think they cleaned it all up now.
Probably. Let's hope so. But, yeah. Brian Crowley. Hi, guys. Simple question. Leo or Chang?
For me, Chang.
Yeah.
Chang is my favorite beer. Yeah.
Ernest Jones, Cooper and Brooke. Is there any important paperwork that you would recommend bringing over, such as proof of income or other supporting documents?
No, you don't. It's not required here at the moment. At the moment, it is not required here for your retirement visa. No. So you don't have to worry about that. If you're doing the retirement visa that's based on income based, where you have to show that you're earning $800,000 baht a year in pension, then you may want to bring over that documents to support it.
I would say, Ernest,
but normally a bank statement suffices.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to be able to, I mean, so when did I need that? And I did need it once I got here. And it was because I was traveling with Jackie to, I think, Australia or someplace, and they wanted proof of support, or maybe it was somewhere else we were headed. And so I just simply went online and took a screenshot of the investment portfolio, bank information. So as far as bringing that, like hard copy, I think with technology today, you don't need it. You just need to have access, obviously, to a laptop or something where you can, you know, get the information online. So that's probably it.
You were able to print out yours online, though, your bank statement.
Yeah, it's on your printer.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that worked out fine. Turns out I didn't need it after all, I don't think. Steenborg, hello, I live in Spain, but I'm trying to sell my house. I'm Danish, and it is difficult with the Spanish language. What about Pattaya? How many speak English?
Most of them.
Most of them do.
Even if it's broken English, it's enough to get by.
They understand you.
Yeah.
You'll be fine here. Yeah. For Dog, the only Thai beer I could find in the U.S. was Singha. Can't wait to try Leo or Chang. Love Singha, by the way.
Singha's not bad. I just prefer the taste of Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried that San Mig Light.
In the Philippines?
Yeah, that was, and they sell it here, and it, you know, it's fine. You put a little lime in it, and I get my 2 beers, and on my way I go. David Lugo, do they teach English in Thai schools?
Yes, they are starting to now, David. Yeah. In the last couple of years, they've started pushing it more because they've realized that, you know, it's the future. More people speak English on the planet than any other language. And the kids here do have an English class that they have to go through. One of our friends, Frank, he has a daughter here with his wife, and she goes to a Thai school, not international school, Thai school. And she speaks fluent Thai and English. And, you know, she's told us that they have an English class there for a whole 1 hour. And a lot of the Thai kids will ask her for help, you know, with their homework and stuff for the English subject. But yeah, they do. They are doing it. Years ago, they didn't. You know, they would just very basic English, you know, not enough for conversational English. Now they're really pushing it harder.
And if you bring in children, there's, you know, international schools that'll be taught in English. So.
Yeah.
Venture Cast in Houston area was able to buy Chang beer at Twin Liquor Store, little A little taste until I can buy one in Thailand. There you go.
It's not bad beer. It's good beer.
Yeah, it's okay. Bob M., when I get there, I didn't forget I'm going to get 20 coffees in May.
Thank you there, Bob. That's a lot of
Eagerly
coffee.
await your arrival. Pat Pong, casino in Senecville has ruined the seaside town. Such a shame, all the Chinese money men and mafia. That can happen.
That can happen.
It can bring in some crime and, other activities that might not be
But
good.
they said in Thailand to get a casino license, it's billions of baht you have to pay to get the license. And it's repeated annually. So I think these casinos that are coming over
Money
here
grab.
that are going to be able to afford that license, they're going to keep crime out. I think that it's very
I'm a wait and see
unusual
kind of guy.
I don't think you're going to have any mafia-run casinos over here.
I don't think I'll be frequenting them other than to maybe once to see what it's like.
Yeah.
See the food and maybe take a show. And I'm not a big.
I like the shows at the casinos too. Yeah.
El Romeo, a little off topic. Any update on the F1 in Thailand?
Other than they won the bid, and F1 is planning on building a racetrack here. No, no update further than that. Other than they went around and looked at a location where they want to build the racetrack, and it's down near Rayong Airport.
And I heard they're extending the runway to accommodate these jets to bring the cars in. So that's probably where.
Yeah, they're building a second runway.
William, I am in doubt whether I should get my motorbike license in Thailand or in my still home country. I'd get it in your home country. Back here, it can be quite it's a hassle back there. All right, I do have my car driver's license, so it's not a hassle here, really.
Yeah, it's easy. I know
Probably
people that
easier
have done
here
it.
now. You say that, William?
It'd be easier to do here, and it only takes a week.
Yeah.
And as a foreigner, when you guys come here and you get your Thai licenses, it's valid for 2 years, providing you don't get any points on your license. Then when you go to renew it, you'll get it for 5 years.
Yeah. Okay, good.
So, and then thereafter, every 5 years, providing you don't get any points. So I've had a couple of tickets driving on the toll roads here in Thailand. Both of them, I didn't get any points. One was crossing the solid white line to take the off ramp. I got a ticket for that, and the ticket said in English, I was able to use the Google Translator, and it said you will not get any points. It's just a fine of, I think it was 500 baht, $15.
Yeah, okay.
And the other ticket I got on the toll road was for not paying a toll, which is kind of strange because you can't get through the barrier without paying the toll. So I'm not unsure what that one was. But that one was just a 50 baht fine. So I was like, okay, it's under $2. I don't care. I'll just pay it.
If it's a bit of a hassle in the West, definitely do your motorcycle license here, because it's what 3,000 baht maybe.
It's $100.
$100. Okay, well, that's 3,000 baht.
Yeah,
and you get an agent, and they do all the work, and it's done.
Exactly.
A few days. Yeah, so it's simple. Pat Pong, F1 in Thailand, they have MotoGP bikes in Buram.
And Buram,
sure, on F1.
Yeah, they do. And they also have the Porsche racing cars there at Buram, too.
Okay.
And the MotoGP bikes, Pat Pong. I've seen the Porsches race there, and it's really good. And that one is one of the racetracks where even you and I can go and have a run around the racetrack.
Oh, wow.
You can rent the cars to go around there. So, and they'll teach you. You can, I think it's like an F3 car that they have there. That's a 2-seater, and they go around, and then you could drive it the next time around, and so forth. But yeah, it's good fun.
I have absolutely no interest in that.
No? Okay.
Heath McDaniel, what's the average cost of a border run?
Depends on the agent there, Heath. We did it ourselves and didn't use an agent. So, but we had to go to a different part of the border. We had to go to Laos, where the Thai consulate was, and it was for our wives' visas that we went there to get them put on our retirement visa. And so we had to go to the actual consulate. For that, we had to get an airplane from Bangkok up to Mukdahan, and then cross the border on a bus and then get a taxi the other side. I stayed in a hotel for 2 nights and then went to the Thai consulate to do that. But there are agents here that advertise they do border runs. I'd be guessing probably somewhere between $60 and $100. Yeah, they have the shuttle buses that they use to go to the border runs.
They do that in a day.
Yeah, it's a day trip.
Day trip.
Yeah.
Turn around 10 minutes and back on the bus and away you go. Alfa Romeo, Dennis, the traffic and lack of obeying rules in Manila and Vietnam is worse than Thailand, in my opinion.
Vietnam was crazy.
Okay.
Me and Darlene went there, and I got it on video, and I put it on the YouTube channel. There was an intersection with a four-way intersection with traffic lights, and people were just coming from every direction. And it was nothing but motorbikes. There's more motorbikes in the country than there are people.
No kidding.
Yes.
Oh, geez.
And it's like 95% of the population over there drive motorbikes. And they were just crossing each other like this at speed, and nobody had an accident.
I've seen videos of that. And
I thought to myself, I would have crashed.
Yeah.
And I've been driving bikes for 30 years, and I would have crashed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In that situation. How they did it and managed to get through without crashing. And it's on our YouTube channel. You can go back and watch the video. But wow, it was amazing.
Anybody that's been to Da Nang in Vietnam says it's beautiful.
It is beautiful
Yeah.
up there. I've
Little
never
more
got that
expensive,
far
but-
north. We only went to Ho Chi Minh City
Okay.
because the cruise was due to go up there. But because of the bad weather at that time of
Turned
year,
around.
the
Yeah.
cruise ship, the captain of the cruise ship said, sorry, we're not going to be going up there. So we're going to spend an extra day here, and that's
It's
just
what
how
it
it
is.
happened.
Aziz Balak, hi Coop, Brooke and Darlene. Do we need hotel booking to show to the Thai immigration at the airport?
No, not anymore.
Nope.
You used to. Years ago, they had that as a requirement. But since they got away with the TM60, and it's now called a TM30, you no longer have to show immigration where you're staying, and they're not going to ask you. They're just going to give you a 60-day entry stamp when you arrive.
Market Focus. Hello, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. Is there any way a Filipino can come to Thailand on a tourist visa and later get an education visa?
Yes,
Yeah.
our wives did.
That's what I did with Jackie.
Yeah, all 4 of us came here on a tourist visa. Well, it's not a tourist visa, Market Focus. And the reason it isn't is because Philippines is part of MyAsia, which is a group that's just like the EU, European Union. And they have visa-free travel between them. And Thailand and Philippines are part of that agreement. And therefore, they don't require a visa to come into country. They come here, they get the same 60-day stamp as you and I. So it's that easy for a Filipina. And then they can extend it for 30 days in country. They can change it onto an education visa. If they want to stay longer for another year, they can do that too. And so it's not a problem.
I would say Market Focus. It's probably a little more difficult if she's traveling single. So I'm assuming you're maybe thinking of this for yourself. You might want to be in the Philippines and come with her.
Definitely.
And that being the case, if this is her first trip out of the Philippines, you want to have some documentation that you can support her, maybe pictures together over a period of time, and do your research on the videos. You'll see probably what's best. I told to Jackie, this was her first time out of the thing, and I said we're standing in the customs line, and I got all my documentation ready. I got a notarized letter. I'm going to support her wherever, from the lawyer, paid for that. And I said, now, honey, you make sure you tell the agent that, you're my fiance. And she walks up in the first, within 10 seconds. Yeah, who are you traveling with? Oh, my boyfriend. Well, get over it. We're pulled over. And it was only about 45 minutes, 30 minutes. And we had got there plenty early to, in case this did happen. And I pulled out, I have this letter supporting. Oh, no, we have our own form. Just sign here. And it was very simple, very straightforward.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you were able to take her out.
Yeah. Now, I've heard horror stories of people getting pulled out, like, sorry, you're not flying.
Yeah.
And, maybe they're younger and maybe first time out, traveling on their own, kind of red flags, guys. So, yeah,
it's better if you travel with her.
Yep.
Because they want to meet you and get you to sign a letter saying, hey, you're going to support her.
Yep.
And they'll take a copy of your details. It's just to stop human trafficking is what it's for.
Yeah. Wherever gambling is, addiction exists. I believe that. People have lost their homes after casinos opened in Connecticut. I was buying a newspaper the other day, and the lady in front of me bought $70 in scratch-offs.
Yeah.
Hoping to make it big. Yeah.
Hopefully to win the $1 million. Yeah. I've seen that all over.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah.
Pet Pong, hi Coop. Can I ask any news on if we need the visa or just get 60 days? No visa at airport immigration. Thinking of travel in January 2025 for 60 days. Thanks in advance.
Right. The latest news on that, Pat, is that they wanted to bring the e-visa service in online in January.
Okay.
So right now, it's not required. They're saying that there's going to be brought in on January, but we've got no update on that. So until there's an update and it's in the Thai Royal Gazette, they've said several things in Thailand. We're going to change this rule, change that rule. And it wasn't in the Thai Royal Gazette, and it never happened. For the number one thing is about the 60-day entry stamp. Before it was 30 days. They said, from the first of this month, we're going to make it the 60-day entry stamp. A lot of people came in the country and said, I didn't get a 60-day entry stamp.
Okay.
And that's because
some did, though.
Nope, nobody did.
Okay.
And the reason was because it wasn't signed off by the king.
Oh, okay.
Until it's signed off by the king, then it's put in the Thai Royal Gazette. Then it's law.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I haven't seen it in the Thai Royal Gazette. I read the newspaper, the Thai Royal Gazette newspaper several times a week. And when I see it in there, I'll put an update on the channel. But until then, it's not passed by the king. So until it is, January may not even
So you get a 30-day stamp on arrival.
You get 60.
Oh, you do get the 60?
Now, because it was passed by the king.
Oh, okay.
You've had it for several months. But what he's referring to is the e-visa. And the e-visa is where you have to pre-apply to come to Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll go on there and do the online. It's just like for the EU, for the Schengen visa. You have to do it. It's not a big deal for America. They call it another name. ETSA. I think it's called ETSA. For those that aren't American citizens, they have to go online and apply for the ETSA. It's an electronic waiver system to go into the United States. And several countries around the world have it. And Thailand's due to be bringing it into force sometime next year.
They're all getting high tech.
Yeah.
Uncle Craig Van Nock. Hey guys, speaking of beer, what was your go-to beer back in your home country?
Heineken.
Heineken, yeah.
I love Heineken. I never had a taste for Budweiser or Miller. In the Army, I drank Miller Genuine Draft. I did like the Miller Draft beer. But then when I went to Germany, my first duty station in the Army, and I had my first Heineken, that was it. I was hooked. Heineken was my number one go-to. And Heineken's is made here in Thailand, too. They have a distillery in Bangkok. That's why it's the same price as a Chang or a Leo. And you go to the bars.
Labatt's Blue back in the day, but I didn't drink much beer. David Lowe, I like the video going to the coffee shop. I hear they have some amazing coffee, is good or better than Hawaii. Do you guys try local blends or whatever they pour?
I like the local blend.
Yeah.
Our favorite is Amazon Coffee here.
Yep.
Absolutely to die for. And it's the local Thai coffee. And the beans are grown up north of Chiang Mai, up in the Thai mountains.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. Really, really good coffee.
Good coffee.
I would rate it better than Starbucks.
Yeah, I don't like Starbucks.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Starbucks either. But to me, it tastes a lot better. And Starbucks over here is 3 times more than Amazon.
Yeah.
So
that coffee shop we went to, Coffee Tale, it's called. That was probably the ultimate in coffee experience.
Oh, they had every coffee from around the world.
And you pay for it, but it's a treat. Amazon, yeah, that's kind of a go-to. But it's funny, like I go next door to a local bakery, and the coffee there is great. And croissant for 60 baht, like crazy price. Yeah. So,
and David, it's ironic that you mentioned the coffee, especially Hawaii, because my favorite coffee on the planet is a Hawaiian coffee called Lions.
Oh no,
Lions, Lions coffee, and it is to die for. The best coffee I've ever had.
Yeah.
I used to order it on Amazon until I got hit hard with taxes. So import taxes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm spending a fortune on Lion's coffee.
Dennis L., there was no damage to my truck. The guy fled the scene. I understand that. He was over the double yellow line. I love my steel bumpers.
And he put steel bumpers on there and dash cam.
Yeah.
So, he's protected by the police because the rule is, they say here in Thailand, Furlong must pay, foreigner must pay. So to protect yourself, I say to everybody that gets a car, even a motorbike, get a dash cam, get it put on there. It's cheap. You're talking $200 and they'll even fit dash cams to your motorbike front and back. And that'll protect you in the event of an accident because the person that hits you is 10 to 1 going to be a Thai. Well, let's say 50% of the time going to be a Thai because foreigners are shit at driving over here. I got to admit. And they're going to tell the police, oh, it was your fault and they did everything right and you did everything wrong. And the police officer's not going to speak English, so automatically he's going to take his side.
Word.
However, if you got the dash cam, all you do is you don't say anything to the police or the other driver. And if the other driver's injured, whatever you do, people, do not give medical assistance because if you do, you can be sued. It's that serious here. Do not ever give medical assistance to anybody here unless it's somebody and it's another foreigner.
Okay.
If it's a Thai person, stand away, stop traffic, whatever, call an ambulance, but do not give medical assistance. That is a quick way to end up in court, jail, and or huge fine.
Wow.
It's only a licensed paramedic can give medical assistance here in Thailand.
So the guy that hit me on my scooter, and he was on a scooter. Maybe same thing happened, Dennis. He got up, got back on his scooter, and took the hell off. He wasn't sticking around. And I think I kind of realized or find out later, they probably don't have a driver's license. So regardless of who's at fault, if he's on there with no driver's license, he shouldn't be on the road. So he's to blame. So these drivers that hit you and take off, they probably don't have driver's license. They ain't sticking around.
Yeah. So like I said, you call the insurance company. Don't speak to the other person. Don't speak to the police.
Yeah.
Get on the phone. Call the insurance company. They have a number that you can call 24 hours. They'll be there within an hour. They come. They talk to the other driver. They talk to the police. That's their job. And then they look at the dash cam footage and go, no, he's at fault or she's at fault. Yeah. And the police are like, okay. And they just file the report.
And I've heard this more than once, that your insurance policy with your vehicle includes a provision for, making sure they get paid off.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you get out of the issue, let's say.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Okay, David Lugo, what's the difference between a Thai school and an international school in Thailand?
Because the international school is predominantly taught by foreigners.
Private, is it not?
It's private school.
Thai would be public
school.
Yeah.
And so it is predominantly the English language. Even if the child is from South America, say, and speaks Spanish, the school still taught in English. So there's children all over the world from all different countries. Even Russian kids here go to the international schools, and they are taught in English. So that's the major difference. And it's a private school, so therefore it's going to be more higher end than a public school.
Still way cheaper than the West, though.
Oh, yeah.
Fred Quinn, I am not a motorbike guy, and I'm wondering if the bot buses on Koh Larn go to all the main beaches there.
I haven't seen a bot bus on Koh Larn. Have you?
No, I can't recall.
No, they have bike rentals there, and they have the golf carts that'll take you around the island.
And taxi, probably. There'd be a car vehicle taxi.
I can't recall whether I ever saw. I've only been to Koh Larn 2 times there, Fred, and I can't recall if I ever saw a bot bus on the island.
Can't say as I have.
We went to the backside of the island where the beautiful beaches and the crystal clear water.
Right.
Yeah.
Richard Woolley, I like San Miguel. 0, very low alcohol, but still a beer.
Yeah.
David Lowe, counting down the days. Excited to spend my first New Year's Eve in Pattaya Beach. We'll be visiting January, February, see the crew at the meetups.
And looking forward to it.
And when's the next meetup?
Next meetup is December
This month,
24th.
December 24th.
Which
Yeah.
is Tuesday.
Christmas Eve.
Christmas
wow.
Eve, yeah.
It'll be at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. at
at
Fraser.
Fraser's. Yeah, it'll be a fun time. A lot of people.
A lot of new people here
Yeah.
that we yet to meet.
And everyone is smiling.
Everyone is smiling and enjoying the good life.
Ronald Reichard. Hello, CBD. I'm safely back in the USA and getting ready for the next trip in March. I'd enjoyed meeting a great friend Cooper at the Frasers. Yes.
And it was a
Ronald.
pleasure, Ronald.
Yeah,
Thank
we had
you.
fun.
And thank you for being a channel member. That's why you have the badge next to your name
Yep.
right there. Thank you so much. It is really appreciated. And we love our meet and greets. We love meeting
do.
everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome.
That was Ronald's second in a row, I think. William, yes, it is a hassle to get any kind of licensed car or motorcycle, and expensive too, around €1,000. Oh yeah.
Well, you're going to do it
William. You come here.
75% cheaper here.
Yeah, 90% cheaper. Yeah, no worries. Roger Carpenter, 103 watching and only 10 likes. What?
Only 10 likes?
Come on,
Hey, guys, come on.
Make Darlene
Punch
smile.
that like button. Punch it. It doesn't cost anything. It's the
No.
thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything. Hit it if you're enjoying the show.
Uncle Craig Beanock, the Thailand Off-Road Rally Car Series has a race through our farmlands.
Oh.
Very cool. All the farmers watching the cars race by while working the rice.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronald Reichard, oops, Coop's friends at Fraser's.
Yeah, I got you. We knew what you were saying now.
Yep. Doug Paris, Coop, you should do condo tours in Rayon.
There's a lot of places that we can do moving forward in the channel, but it's not going to be till after the high season, Doug. And the reason for that is because when I go in and film a place, a condominium complex, I want to do it in one video. All right. I want to see everything they've got. I want to see if they got a studio, a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom. I can film it all, put the prices on there, and then you guys see it. I don't want to go there and they say, oh, we got one studio to rent.
Only.
And it's on the backside, not pool view, for
Yeah.
example. And it's overlooking a rice paddy or something like that. You know, I want to be able to show you everything, you know. I don't want to have to go back in 2 months. Okay, we got a 1-bedroom now, and then another 2 months. Okay, we got a 2-bedroom now. I've already shown all the facilities. You guys have seen the video, you know. So it's a waste of my time, and I think it's a waste of your time
Well,
too.
yeah, and there's the volume is so small during high season, so you don't have that much opportunity to film. You
Yeah.
wait till low season, you got all kinds, and as you say, the different levels in each building, you know.
And here's something I did last year, Doug. I did film condos during high season, and the amount of backlash I got in the comments. Cooper, there's no way that condo's worth 40,000 Thai baht a month. I stayed there, was only 20,000. You're ripping off
Yeah,
your
low
subscribers.
season.
It's high season price, guys, and it happened to be the Copacabana, right? With a beautiful sea view and a jacuzzi on the balcony.
Sure.
All right. Now, in low season, yes, you can get it at that price. In high season, no way, you're paying double.
Price. Yep.
You're paying double. So I said, right, that's it. No more properties during high season. I'll only film the low season and only put the prices if they gave a discount for those that wanted to rent long term.
Yeah.
If they didn't give a discount, I would say, no, I'm not putting it on my channel, you know, because I think that you're not being fair to foreigners. And I told them straight. I said, I'm not going to film it. And they were like, what, really? I said, yeah, because if somebody's going to pay you a year in advance and a year contract, are you telling me you're going to charge them the same price as a 1-month rental? And you got it booked all year round? You're not going to give them a discount? And a lot of Thai people would say, no, I'm not giving a discount.
Okay.
But then when I dealt with foreigners, they're like, oh, heck yeah, no problem. I'll give them, 25, 30% discount for that. You know, Thai people, it's all about face, and they don't like giving the discount.
Yeah.
So I don't put them on the channel. If I upset them, so be it, But, I'm here to try and help everybody save money, not get ripped off.
But Rayon would be nice to do in low season.
Yeah.
Take a rundown. Beautiful beach in Rayon, and it was a big area. It seemed quite modern,
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be interesting.
During low season, we will be going to other places.
Yeah.
I will be going back to walk in and showing some property rentals
Okay.
over there. Probably go up to Chiang Mai too and do some property rentals up there for a couple of days. Get with a realtor, and show a little bit what they got up there, and you guys can compare the areas and the prices.
Could I carry the camera bag then and come along?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, goody.
Can you carry my golf clubs too?
No.
Can you be my caddy?
Roger Carpenter, the face recognition at BKK Airport yesterday was a piece of cake. Good to know. Went through security and immigration in less than 5 minutes at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Wow.
And now put that in the e-gate. So it's fantastic.
Good to know that, Roger. Thanks for that update.
Yeah, because our wives will be using it on Thursday when they come back.
Alfa Romeo, the Udantani food machine says hello to everyone.
That'll be Pin, his girlfriend. Yes.
All 60 kilo of it.
Yeah.
Maybe she's not even that. Sarina, last I heard, the ETA will probably go into effect around or just before June. We will see. This is Thailand. There you go.
It is Thailand, Sarlina. And again, it's not been put in the Royal Thai Gazette. So until it's in there, it's not passed by law because it's not signed by the king. So whatever you hear on the news media or you hear by other YouTubers, they're just speculating, repeating what the ministers have said, because until it's signed off by the king, it's not law.
Not law. Okay. Alfa Romeo, Coop, when we obtain the Thai motorbike license, what is the maximum bike size one can drive?
Whichever size you can drive.
Yeah, it's
there is none. In the West, I know you get different licenses for different size of motorbikes.
I didn't know that.
For example, in England, I know that if you get a learner's license, you can only drive a bike up to a certain cc, and then you got to get a different learner's license if you want to drive one above that cc.
Yep.
And there's different licenses and different tests. So that they don't have here in Thailand. So once you get the motorbike license, you can drive a scooter, you can drive a Hayabusa, 1500. All up to you what you want to drive.
Now, what's your size? 350?
Mine is the X-Max 300.
300. Mine's a Lambretta 300. I was on a 160, which was fine. In fact, I started on a 125, and then I thought, I'll try a 160, same on a click. And then the 300 is great. So you'll try different sizes.
And when we went out yesterday to get our bike service, Brooke, I went to the Yamaha service center, and right next door they had the showroom for the big bikes. And I went in there and looked because I was looking for a new helmet. And they had the T-Max in there, which is the 650.
Oh,
beautiful bike. Beautiful bike. And they had the version that I wanted with the electric windscreen that goes up and down. And I was so impressed with that bike, and they've got it on sale from $550 to $500,000. And they'll take my bike in trade and give me $180 for it. So which bring that bike price to, a very reasonable price. $320. And I was like, ooh, I like it. I was tempted.
Wait.
I was tempted. I was so tempted.
Once Bitcoin hits.
And I knew if Darlene came back and saw I got rid of my bike and got a new one, she'd be pretty upset with me. So I thought, no, I won't do it yet.
Big Al, good day, gents. Definitely have bought buses at Polarn. Okay, good.
Okay.
More expensive than Jobtien. Well, paid 300 baht for 2 one-ways to another beach. Yeah, that is a lot more expensive.
It is, because it's only 10 baht
10
here.
Baht here,
on the
but
mainland.
300. So, yeah, hey, there you go. Supply and demand.
Yeah.
William, guys, I'm out of here. I need to earn the bacon. And my next trip to Thailand, of course. Have a great weekend, everybody. Till next time.
And thanks you for that,
William.
And I got a bit of announcement to give, folks. And that is on Friday, I will be going into Bangkok Hospital, and I will be having the remainder of my teeth taken out. So a lot of you don't spit. Don't spit on the computer, whatever you do, Brooke. So these front teeth that I have left, the 10 teeth I have left in my mouth, they're going to be coming out, and they're going to be putting implants in. And
yeah, but you'll be gumming it for a while, right?
For 2 weeks.
Oh,
no teeth. So I will not be filming any live streams. But, however, Brooke has stepped up to the plate and said, guess what, Coop? I'll do it in your absence. I'll do it all by myself. So good luck to you, Mr. Schneider. You're going to have him with you, because I will not be coming on until I get my dentures. I have to wait for 2 weeks for the stitches to come out, and then I'll have the dentures in. So until then, I won't be doing any live streams. My mouth is going to be badly swollen, so I apologize there, folks. But Brooke is going to step up and do 3 live streams for the next 2 weeks.
Three.
Yeah, Saturday, Monday for crypto, and Wednesday.
You'll be in the room, right?
I'll be sat on the sofa, the other side of the screen, fixing myself laughing.
Spin the camera around a little bit now and then. If I need some advice, I can look to you. Yeah, we'll help out.
Yeah, so sorry for that, folks, but I did say I am getting my all my mouth done with implants, and the plan is they're going to take out the rest of these teeth on the 13th, which is Friday. Friday the 13th. There you go. And I'll spend one night in hospital, come back the next day. They're going to put me to sleep to do it because I'm type 2 diabetic and the Novocaine doesn't work on me. So then I've got to wait for the stitches to come out after 2 weeks. Then they're going to give me dentures, top and bottom, because I won't have a single tooth in my mouth. I want that because I don't ever want to have dental pain again. No teeth equals no dental pain. Fantastic. Then in March, they'll give me a temporary set of teeth on the implants because we're going on the cruise ship and I want to be able to eat a proper meal. And then they said when I come back in May, they'll give me my permanent set. So from May, I will have the perfect smile, and I cannot wait.
You're going through a lot of issues there, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, but it's worth every penny.
Well, I'm glad you're the guinea pig.
Because I'll tell you what, folks.
I'm watching.
I would rather get kicked in the testicles than go through tooth pain.
Tooth pain, yeah.
I would, because you kicked in the testicles 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, you're okay. You're not doing jumping jacks, but you're okay.
Okay.
You know, you get toothache, it doesn't go away until you go to the dentist.
Okay.
It's a freaking nightmare. I hate toothaches. It's the worst pain on the planet. I think men and women will both tell you exactly the same thing. It's the worst pain on the planet. What do you think?
I think next time you get a toothache, call me and I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll see how that
I still won't make the pain go away in the tooth.
Maybe it'll make the toothache go away. Doug Paris, I get the idea of doing them during low season. I was looking at rayon because I want to be more immersed with locals. I think that would be a better experience for me.
Yeah, and we do have a community, Doug. Going towards Rayon is a place called Bangsaray, and it's a fisherman village right down the coast from us, 30 minutes away from Jomtien, 40 minutes away from Pattaya. And they do have a bot bus that goes from there to Jomtien and Pattaya. So it's great.
Okay.
You can get a bot bus from there to here. And it's a small village, so you can walk around. It's got a night market.
More locals,
and,
I think.
Very friendly there. Quite a few expats live there. And it's a very nice area. And then you have Rayong just a little bit further down the road.
And the people that have gone, a lot of them stayed in Dusit here. We became good friends. I have some Canadian friends down there. And they absolutely love it because it is like you're looking for, Doug, a little more rural, a little more quaint. I call it a small fishing village. So you obviously got great, restaurants for seafood, and they absolutely love it there. And I think the prices are even, I think they're paying $8,000 for, a 1 bedroom. So bingo, you can't beat it. So affordable, and they seem to love it. Now it is quiet. There's not a lot to do compared to our area. I kind of look at Pattaya, hey, Party Central, Jomtien, well, you got enough, you got a little bit of everything, not too much anything. And Bangsaray, boy, that's quiet. You want the quiet life, there it is. So, yeah, something for everybody. Now, for Mayo, gents, are we booking the overnight train to Chiang Mai?
Considering it.
You got to book that in advance.
But Donna told us she did it. The overnight train up to Chiang Mai. She said she absolutely loved it, but it sells out quickly and you got to book it months in advance.
Yeah. We'll wait till you hear Alpha, about a week away, and then we can...
maybe we'll get Pin to book it. She speaks Thai.
Well, there you go. We can revisit that subject. Esanto, how's your X-Max? You did up the center pole for your GoPro?
The X-Max is fantastic. No, what I did is I got a GoPro mount, and it fits onto the side mirror. So it fits on there, and it goes to the center of the screen, which is fantastic. It's where I wanted it. So therefore, I didn't need to buy the pole that goes across and mount it that way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good to know.
But great bike. I do love the X-Max.
Doug Paris, Coop, you got to come on and make an appearance. We got to see you gumming it.
That's my best impression you're getting there. That's it. Not going to happen, Doug.
Ain't gonna happen. David Lugo, good luck with your prudential procedure. My best to you.
And
Thanks,
I'm
David.
looking forward to it, David. I had 10 teeth taken out and 10 implants taken out earlier this year.
Wow, yeah.
And zero pain. Zero. I'm talking nothing. The only thing that was annoying was the stitches. Because when you would eat something, they were long stitches. The stitches would go down the back of your throat, make you gag a little bit. I told the doctor this time, I said, hey, when you do it like you did it to my wife. Put the small stitches in there. I don't like the long thread that goes down the back of my throat. She said, okay, no problem. So I'm actually looking forward to getting it done because the sooner I get it done, the sooner I get my permanent teeth.
Well, and you've been going at this for a while.
I have. And the great thing about it, Brooke, is you pay the one fee and then all your follow-up appointments and x-rays and scans and everything else are free. They haven't charged us for anything, even for getting the molds done for the dentures. Free. Didn't cost a damn penny.
Yeah, but what I understand, you correct me if I'm wrong, is that, you know, they set out all program for you.
Yeah.
And it sounded great, but now they've actually changed that more than once, haven't they, going forward?
They have changed it because they did do some bone marrow transplant in me.
Okay.
And some of the bone marrow is okay, and some of it's not okay.
Why.
So they said, rather than putting 26 implants in your mouth, let's go with 15. It'll cost you less, so you'll get a rebate, which I thought is great. And they'll just do a complete bridge going all the way across and a complete bridge going all the way across on the bottom.
Right.
That way, I don't have to have separate individual implants, which is harder to take care of.
Yeah.
So the plan they came up was better than my original plan. And
Okay, well, that's good
That
news,
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I like your idea better than mine.
See, I love being you being the guinea pig, and I can watch what's happening inside. Oh, that's good. Good luck to you, Coop. Esantel, what's the resale value for secondhand motorbikes? Bikers for life.
And yeah, I am a biker for life. The retail value for motorbikes is extremely high. They don't lose their value that much. Give you an example. James bought the 350 and the Honda 350, and he paid $200,000 for his. The tires on the front and the back were starting to wear out, and
he bikes every day.
He bikes every day, and he'd done over 10,000 mileage on it.
Wow.
I think it was close to 15,000 kilometers. And he sold it to King, who's a secondhand bike and rental dealer, got $180,000 for it.
So only 20,000.
Lost 20,000, and it was like 18 months old.
Yeah.
He had the ADV 350, in case you guys are wondering. And then he went back to the dealer, bought a brand new ADV 350, paid $20,000 for it. Brand new set of tires on there. No, paid $200,000, so he paid 20. Yeah, but he got 180 for his bike, so he only paid 20,000 difference. Got a brand new bike, brand new tires, full 2 years worth of insurance on it, and everything else, and it cost him 20,000. He didn't, and he got a brand new bike with 0 miles.
Well, and James, just to let you know, he owned bike dealerships, so he knows. He knows everything there is to know.
He said it was cheaper for me to sell it secondhand and buy a new one than do everything that needed done to it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good guy, James. Alfa Romeo, Coop, I'm bringing you some Canadian Club rye whiskey for your recovery on Friday the 13th.
Because that's the day you're right here. Friday the 13th.
Great guy to do that.
I'll get you to chew my food for me, Alpha.
But John Bain. What's good, guys?
But John Bain is good. That's what's good.
What's up? Toby Price, you need to book the twin rooms to CM a long time back. That's the Chiang Mai train. The curtain rooms, like a gents club, you can book in a week.
Okay. Thank you for that feedback, Toby.
Cerebral Aptitude, there he is. Life is good when I look forward to staying home tonight.
And that's another one. Cerebral, I got a bone to pick with you, brother. You've been messaging me, emailing me, talking to me on the phone for almost a year now. You've been in Thailand for 3 weeks and I still haven't met you. He's not come to any of the events that we've had because he's too busy enjoying himself. Well done to your brother.
Doug Paris, here in the U.S., they charge you every time you have to go back for anything. He's talking about the dental. They milk you dry over the simplest procedure.
And they do.
Oh, it's same in Canada. Like it's...
I got a one price. And I was surprised because we've had to go back to the dentist since I've had the original implants, maybe 30 times, folks. And every time I get my wallet out thinking that I'm going to get a bill. And they said, no pay. Thank you.
Good.
All the checkups, all the x-rays to make sure the implants are okay, the molding for the dentures, the everything that they do. No pay. Thank you. Okay, great. Fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, they seem to be quite...
I was expecting every time I had an appointment to have a bill.
Yeah.
And I didn't have one. Not one.
And
not that it's Darlene either.
And the bills I get here are cheap.
Yeah.
Like compared to...
And I have a shout out to give to Overin Larson, who bought us a coffee and says, thanks for everything. Thank you, Overin. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Esanto, can I do up my Thai motorcycle license while I take a short vacation in Pattaya, say a week? I do have valid home motorbike license.
No.
What, if you go through an agent, you can't do it that quick?
Because you have to have a visa.
Oh, that's it.
You can't.
Okay.
You have to have a visa to get a motorbike license here.
And not a tourist visa. You're not.
No. It's not a tourist visa. It's not a visa. It's an entry stamp.
Entry stamp.
So therefore, it's not a visa. If you went on and got an education visa for like 2 or 3 months,
retirement or something, I guess.
Which you can get an education visa here for 2 months.
Okay, bingo.
Then you can go get your driver's license.
Yeah, that would work. Look into it.
Even though you only stay here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then you could do it.
You might want to listen.
So there's a way around it.
Well, yeah, call Singh and he'll tell you what he'd recommend.
Yeah, and I do have a fantastic agent that can make that happen for you. His name is Singh. And send me an email, Essen. It's at cooperstieadventure@gmail.com in the banner down below. And I will send you his business card. Add him on WhatsApp. Tell him I sent you. And he will give you a free consultation and tell you what he can do for you.
Bingo. Big Al, a good buddy, is traveling solo in Thailand. Recently had skin issues. Excuse me. Went to see a dermatologist in a Bangkok hospital. In and out in 20 minutes with medication in hand. And probably very reasonably priced.
And that's another thing I like. In the West, you go to a hospital, Brooke. You know this being from
Hurry up
Canada.
and wait.
You're going to be there for hours and hours and hours and probably lose your whole day. Here, you're in and out, even without appointment, in less than an hour.
Seems to be that way.
And that's what I love about Thailand.
And seeing a specialist in that.
Exactly.
Time. Yeah. So it's
you can't beat it.
I'm so impressed with the medical situation in Thailand, and I've seen it in the Philippines. I had an ear infection, went there, and hello, it's hurry up and wait. Big Al, $85. The Canadian health system sucks big time. Big Al knows.
Is he telling the truth?
Well, yeah. So
I've never been to Canada.
Well, if you want to see your general doctor, good luck if you can find one.
Right.
But you have one.
Yeah.
So you make your appointment, annual checkup. Well, you need to, 3 months out, you might get it. And then you find out there that they want to send you a specialist for a second opinion. Well, there's another 3 months wait to see the specialist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just absolutely ridiculous. All of that being said, you go into Thailand, as Cooper mentioned, Bangkok, you'll see the specialist right off the bat. You don't need to get the JP to, recommend you to the specialist. So it's amazing, and it's state of the art, and it's terrific. Way better than the Philippines, in my opinion.
And again, I want to say thank you to the 3 people that bought me a coffee today. Ernie, Rigamortis, and Owen Larson. It is appreciated because these live streams that we do, we make 0 revenue from YouTube. So they don't pay us a single penny to do it. And you guys have to watch commercials, which is a pain in the ass, I know. And we don't get paid for you guys watching the commercials because it's a live stream. You'll only get it when you have upload an actual videos anytime you make any money. So it is helping support the channel, and it is highly appreciated, guys. And please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already done so. And if you're watching on the replay, hit the thumbs up as well. It also counts and helps boost the channel. We're almost at 17,000 subscribers. We're at 16,900. So we're getting close to the magic number of 20,000, which I'd love to have for the channel.
Nice, nice. Cerebral Aptitude. I will be there the next meet and greet. Good, sirs. Good.
And I'm looking forward to meeting you finally
December
in person.
24th, 6 p.m., Fraser's.
Yeah.
Be there. Don't be square. Doug Paris. I'm preparing for my appearance in Thailand after the holidays. Everyone here is waiting. I retired last year, spent 6 months in the PI, Philippines. You did well. Did not like the medical options there at all.
And I didn't. I
Oh.
went to the government hospital. We lived in a gated community called Florida Sun,
Bingo.
and it was terrible.
Yeah.
It really was. I felt bad for the Filipino people. In the Philippines, you have to have a prescription for every medication. You can't even get aspirin over the counter. You have to have a prescription for it.
They sell by the pill.
Yeah, and they sell it by the pill.
Forget a
Over
bottle.
here, 99% of the stuff that you're gonna get from a pharmacy, a drugstore, you don't need a prescription for here. You can buy it over the counter. It's fantastic. I had to wait. I had to go in the morning. I waited for 4 hours, to see the doctor. The doctor said no more patients. Yeah. And there was like only 3 people in front of me left. When I got there was like 50. Said, come back at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, boy.
So we come back at 8 o'clock at 7:30, 30 minutes before. There's already 50 people in there waiting again. Finally, I got to see him. And I said, I just need a prescription for my diabetic medication. He would only give me a prescription for 1 month. And I had to repeat that process every single month with them. I was pissed. I said to Darlene, I'm not doing this anymore. I said, I'm leaving. She said, where are you going? I said, Thailand. She says, I'm coming with you.
Okay.
I said, let's go then, babe. I said, she said, when do you want to pack? I said, now. I've had enough. I can't do this every single month. It was wearing me out. It was a whole day, and the Filipinos will be in there waiting 3 hours before the doctor arrives. I don't want to sit in there for 7 hours waiting to see the doctor. Over here, I get my my medication for my diabetes straight over the counter at the pharmacy across the street. I don't need a medical certificate. I don't need a prescription. I just go in there, tell them what I'm on, metmorphin, 500 milligrams, box of 30. Thank you very much. There you go.
Sell it over the counter.
I get it straight over the counter here.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Doug Paris again. If you want to see a specialist here in the U.S., you have to go to your family doctor. Yep. To refer you. Yep. To your specialist. And then you still may have to wait for months. Bingo.
Exactly.
Similar in Canada.
I think that's why a lot of people around the world, Doug, come to Thailand for medical procedures.
It's called medical tourism.
Medical tourism, very big. You can even get a medical visa here in Thailand.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, you can. They do have medical visa here to come to Thailand and have medical treatment.
Okay.
So you can go to your Thai embassy or consulate in your home country and get a medical visa.
Good to know.
And stay here 6 months or a year if you're going through ongoing treatment. So you can get your medical procedures done. Not a problem. They can do it. And a lot of people come here for dental reasons.
True.
The amount of people I've met from all over the world, and I'll ask them, are you retired here? Oh, no. I live in Denmark, so-and-so. It's very expensive for me to get, implants. I'm looking at $50,000 US. I can do it over here for 5,000.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
so,
streets here where every 4th shop is a dental clinic.
Yes.
So which is competition, which is good. So, yeah.
So people come here to get implants all the time because it's just so freaking cheap. And it's the same products that you're getting in the West. Titanium implants with either porcelain teeth or I can't remember the name of the teeth they're giving me, but it's a better grade than porcelain. It's the #1 in the world. I can't remember. I did tell you I'm bad with names. Darlene remembers.
I know.
But yeah, and fantastic. But the West, it's like several 100% more expensive.
Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know. In Canada, it seems rigged.
Zirconia teeth, which are extremely strong. And the great thing about zirconia, they don't stain. I can drink 20 cups of coffee a day with zirconian teeth in, and they'll never change color.
Oh, good news.
They'll be the same color they were when they put them in.
I think in the West, they have, they have their associations, and I think those associations publish the pricing guidelines. Because competition, forget it. There ain't you can shop 3 dentists in your hometown of 50,000 people, and they're all the same damn price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a racket.
Yeah.
And it's expensive. J.E. Washington, gentlemen, thanks for the live stream. Always entertaining and informative.
Thank you, Mr. Washington, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in person next year.
At Paris Coop, I had to do the same with my scripts, but I never had to have prescriptions. Okay, well, good.
Yeah, in Philippines, you do. You always, I mean, they got a drugstore over there, a pharmacy. The number one in Philippines is called Mercury Pharmacy.
Yep.
You remember it was right outside
And
Florida
Watson's
Sun.
was there too, wasn't it?
Watson's is more like a beautician's than a
Okay.
pharmacy. And every time I walked in to Robinson's, and I said, okay, I'm here for my diabetic medication. I need this, this, and this. You have your prescription. And they take your prescription and they write on it, you know. So if you got a month's supply and you're going there for 1 week's supply, they would write off how many boxes they gave you. So if the doctor gave a prescription for 4 boxes for a month, you know, and you only bought 2, they would write 2 bought, 2 left available to buy on the prescription. And they wouldn't give them to you without it.
Mm. Daniel Hall, Danny Vega. For me, it's definitely the weather.
The reason why you want to come to Thailand,
Yeah.
and it's because we're close to the equator.
Yeah, beautiful.
We don't have a winter. The coldest it gets here is 80 degrees.
And we don't get typhoons where
And
we
the
are.
hottest is about 105, 110.
I'm
in
used to it.
April.
I love the weather here.
Yeah.
Went to the pharmacy, showed them my bottle of diabetic pills.
Metformin.
Metformin. They asked me how many months did I want. Took them in milliseconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. 11 milliseconds.
11 milliseconds. That's it. No prescription
Quick
needed.
in and out.
Just told him what he wanted.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how great it is there. I love that.
W. Price, it would be impossible to live in any Western country for what we spend in the East.
And I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I do hear that a lot. Coop, my God, I live in Hawaii. It's $2,000 for a studio.
Yeah.
A month. You know, I can't believe the prices here. You know, I'm living here for half of what it cost me for rent for a month in my place.
Yep.
You know, I got people, subscribers that are in Las Vegas and Nevada. They're telling me $2,500 for, you know, a 1-bedroom condo. And he says, you have to pay for parking. You know, and they only have a pool. There's no gym, no sauna, no steam room, no facilities, no communal areas. Yeah. And, you know, it's dead basic. The electric and the water is through the roof in prices. One of my subscribers told me from Las Vegas, he says, I came here and he says, I couldn't believe it. He said, everything you said was true. And
Yes.
actually you undersold it.
I hear a lot of that.
And we hear it at the meet and greets. Every time I have a meet and greet, Cooper, it's 10 times better than what you're saying it is on your channel.
I think we'll see a big migration to Thailand in
Yeah.
years because it's not getting any better in a lot of the Western countries.
Yeah.
I know Australia, our Australian buddies are, oh my God, it's expensive as hell there. Canada's got the same way. Europe's got the same way. The US has been that way for a while. And, you know, people have to seek alternatives. James Chambers, hey all, do you have to have a license to ride an e-bike?
No, e-bike does not require a license in Thailand.
Good.
At the moment. They may change that in the future, but at this moment in time, no.
Doug Paris, I took my list in the pharmacy in Philippines and they filled it for 1 month only.
For 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's because that's all the prescription you'll get is 1 month.
Yeah.
I said to the doctor, I said, can I do this once every 3 months? You know, and just get a prescription once every 3 months? I don't want to come here and sit here for, 8 hours to see you just to get a prescription. You know, and then if I don't get to see you that day because you're not seeing any more patients, I have to come back the next day. What if my supply runs out? And next thing I know, I'm in diabetic coma. And he said, well, that's the way of life. A maximum I can give you under Philippine law is 1 month prescription. That was the time when I turned around and said, Darlene, we're leaving. I said, I've had enough. I'm not going to put up with this anymore.
Eric Lowe, in Singapore, it is US 3,000 for a studio of 45 square meters. 3,000 US.
Singapore's expensive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is very expensive.
Say the
over there.
wages are high there, but they need that high wages to pay that.
Yeah.
And the only retirees that are expats are billionaires.
Mm.
You know, millionaires, they look at you, but billionaires, you're okay there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. That's the end of the comments.
Oh,
We've done
thank
it.
heaven,
So
it's
at 2
2
hours
hours.
exactly. Thank you to the 99 people that are online, staying to the end. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Get your butt over. Join Cooper's Thai Adventure community on Facebook, where we got 1,700 subscribers on there, and you can talk to them live. There, we do have a live chat option in there where you can ask questions and people will be on there to answer them straight away. It's a live chat group. And there's also the open forum in there where you can post topics, ask questions, and everybody will come back and answer them. Bitcoin hanging in there at 99.5, doing absolutely fantastic. And that is the end of today's live stream. Monday, we have our next live stream at 7 o'clock in the morning, where we talk about crypto, everything crypto. So Brooke and I will be on Monday. No special guests this Monday, as Darlene's not here to set all the microphones and stuff up. So we won't have a special guest this Monday, but we will have next Monday, the following Monday, with Mr. Brooke Schneider. So looking forward to that. And then we have Wednesday's usual live stream with myself and Brooke Schneider. Friday, I'll be in the hospital. Saturday, Brooke Schneider's got the reins all by himself. So you looking forward to it? Or are you nervous?
I do.
You
No, we'll be fine.
So don't give them too hard a time, folks.
On a wing and a prayer.
I will. I'll be there on my phone. And the last comment goes to Phil L. Says, I retired at 62 and a half, chose Thailand because of the low cost of living, quality, affordable health care, great weather, great food, and friendly people. And you chose correctly, Phil. And so if you're thinking about where you want to retire to, don't listen to me. Don't listen to Brooke. Listen to our subscribers. Join the Facebook group. And those that are on there have traveled more places in Asia than I have. And they all say you can't beat Thailand. And so until next time, the last one goes, pre-book my dentist appointment. Located on South Pattaya Road. I think that's located. Great service, professional, and the price is cheap. That's what everybody says. So hopefully you love today's live stream. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and see you on Monday.
See you next
time. Till next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.